Thank you, Castleton Corners Pub here on Victory Boulevard in Staten Island. My name is Tom Centulo. I read and write poetry. The repression we carry. The emotion of anger has strings attached to my back where it controls my every move, filled with the toxicity that hurts, aggravating me as I feel a heavy black bag of garbage bring down my soul because I'm in a bad mood.
Yikes.
It's baggage, all right, but I carry it like a banker carrying his briefcase with an ease that people don't even notice. All because I'm trying to hold everything together so I don't become another statistic where another madman comes to work picking off people one at a time. That's the rest of us with the repression we carry, waiting for someone tender enough to take it out on, someone more poor than us, someone more weird than us, someone more understanding than us, someone weaker than us, and by that I mean stronger. In fact, so strong to endure the pain we pass on from us to them, where they'll eventually do the same, only having that prickly high dominating our subordinates of society, but most of all, our moral fiber. Your decisions are your family. Indecisiveness is not weak, as it is the mother of inner conflict. Should I exercise today? Should I go for a walk? Should I eat now or later tonight? Should I lay around and do nothing? Or should I find something to do? I'm not even sure if I should sit in this chair and breathe. Breathe, yes. Sit, I'm not so sure. Maybe, maybe not. When ideas begin to appear in my mind, it's a world of what you do once you choose to do it. It becomes your family, your bride, your children. It becomes your house to live in, your bed to sleep in, your toilet to sit on, your shit to lay on. It's your parole officer checking on you, making sure you don't backslide to what you used to be and what you're afraid to return to being again. The things you want to do become the things you have to do each and every day. Like working out when you don't want to, or going shopping for the week when you can just go straight home and do it tomorrow. Taking one more bus with a load of loud passengers sitting down while you're standing for 20 minutes more weakens the limbs further than strengthening the mind, saying, only a little further to go before we can go home and pass out. That's the evolutionary essence, building its muscles when we don't feel like it. As a child, your schoolmates in the playground help build your threshold while your parents help you sustain it. Bad customers play a factor in keeping it hardened. So why do we all cry so much then? Some can melt down these walls with each tear we exit out from underneath us to build the strength of our souls where it will help break down the walls which separate us from the torn heartstrings waiting to be tied back together again.
Right. Is it finished?
One more.
Oh, definitely. You know what? You can have like another 10 minutes.
Thank you.
How many more you have?
Just a couple more.
Did you write this yourself?
Yes.
And what is the purpose of this? It sounds like me.
It sounds like a lot of us.
A lot of us, yeah. Wow.
It's just relating to a lot of people.
Wow.
Well, people want to.
Especially that bus thing, hanging out. Nobody gives you a seat, you know? Yeah.
This one's even better.
All right.
Stranded in battle against the killer whale. As the sun hammers me like a nail, I smell my skin cooking like smoked bacon. Stranded on this island, I spot this whale, having hunger from the lives he's taken. Heading towards this underdeveloped land, I see the venom in his evil eyes. Shell-shocked while standing in the soft, hot sand, I feel him tasting my fear to no surprise. Heading behind the palm tree for my spear, I then charge into the deep, dark waters. My risk for a bloody defeat draws near. I chuck the spear at him without bother. While stuck in his head, the spear does no harm. This whale charges his prey without alarm. And finally, another overnight shift at CBS.
May I ask a question? What does the whale represent? Because it's not the real whale, is it?
What's that?
It's not the real whale. It's the real whale.
Yes.
But the whale represents the society, though, no?
Something like that, something coming after you, something like no matter how hard you try, it's like it's just gonna keep coming and coming and coming after you. It's just something you just have to like. It's like you can work as hard as you want, do as much as you want, to do what you want. There's just always going to be something in the way, and we all don't want that. But it's just something we have to like learn to accept. It's just like that's just the way it is.
That's our climate. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Another overnight shift at CBS. In the overnight, where the scales come out, the stacks of totes I set to the side of the aisle's tower. I'm drenched with deep doubt, wondering how I'm going to do without my night crew members as I'm forced to ride solo. I shudder inside with a boot of anxiety as I see big crowds come up in butterflies. I just want to hide as the customers coming in and out of the store start a commotion right out of nowhere. I breathe rapidly. Aside from the truck delivery and totes, sounds from the pharmacy, a hooker comes about wearing a pea coat, but nothing to hide but her backside. She goes looking for trout in the frozen food freezer with a shout up front alarms me further. I go fly to the register as a seal knocks out a thug. With blood on the rug, I walk out.
Wow.
Things like that happen. Things like that happen overnight, especially overnight, especially during the COVID pandemic. That sort of happens.
CBS shift, right?
Yes, that's an overnight shift. It's like another day in the office for me back in like 2-3 years ago. But if you want to follow more of my work, please follow me at Centula Tom on Instagram, Tom Centula on Facebook, T.A. Centula at T.A. Centula on YouTube. My third book, Anathematic Darkness, is out on Amazon Kindle and Barnes & Noble. Sonnet Sphere and Sirius are also out on those outlets. Pick up a copy if you can. It'd be great to have more people reading what I have to write. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure to be here at Castleton Corners Pub. Have a great week.
Thank you so much, Tom.